Hi, y'all. I just am a bit running late because I have just gotten an email from Critical Moana. And yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. So she's actually emailing me, going back and forth, trying to school me about YouTube right now. So just give me one more second, okay? Because I got to finish putting Moana back in her place. And she seems to think now she can email me privately and call me names. So I'll be sharing that with you in just a minute. All right, no Moana yet, since she seems to be emailing me constantly. Oh, Moana's emailing me now. Moana's schooling me on the YouTube world, and basically to get over myself. Yeah, so we're going back and forth, of course, through email now. I told her we're live. Come on. She won't do it though because she has no balls. Like I said, again, she thinks that she's gonna. What happened, Martha? Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Martha. I'm sorry you weren't feeling good. But anyways, I had a prior reading plan tonight, and of course, she has to try to ruin everything. So, yeah, she told me to get over myself and she said, "Good luck with my 400 subscribers." And I was like, "Oh, obviously you can't count." Yeah, she tried to make fun of my I speak as bad, or I spell as bad as I speak, or some crap like that. So basically, she's making fun of the fact that I broke my jaw, which has a bit where my jaw sits on top of the area right here. So now she's making fun of a speech impediment I have from breaking my jaw. Like I said, and then because obviously we all know smartphones will go and correct something because it went ahead and corrected certain words before I could catch it because I was pissed and just sent it. Now she's trying to make it sound like, oh, I was like, girl, I graduated college with honors. So I don't really know what have you graduated with? I ain't heard nothing back from her. I told her we're live. You're welcome to come in. So, hi, Paula. Hi, Lady D. Hey, Kathy. I said hi, Ladybug. Okay. Let's give everybody a chance to tell everybody hi. Oh, yeah. So I'm just so beautifully. I'm so sorry. Like that's why my words all jumble because I read what I'm saying or I say what I'm reading. Yeah, it's just ridiculous to go to my email and start telling me I'm gonna school you, little girl. Like, are you kidding me? This is who she really is. She just emailed me like 20 minutes ago and talked to me like I was some little kid. Sweetheart, I am 34 years old. Okay. I don't know how old you think I am, but I'm not that young. I know you're really old and you try to like give off this impression that you're really young, but you can see like you totally filter out your photos to get rid of all your wrinkles. So I wish you would really just stop that. You're old. You've been here too long. Go away. I say, I hope you're watching. Okay, you sit there and say nothing. Anyways, like I said, I was going to do the reading for Stephanie. I guess it was Parze was who had went missing. And this was October of 2019. I know they just recently found her body. So I wanted to I didn't get a whole lot of information. I couldn't find their birth dates, obviously. Again, which I don't have to have, so it doesn't really matter. But I do know, like you said, the boyfriend that was supposedly he had kind of left behind a note admitting that he was the one that basically did it. He left it to his parents. He said everything that you've heard in the news was true, which means basically everything that the news was saying about like him being possibly guilty was true. So let's see. He hung himself. And he had 10 images of child pornography that he was sitting in jail being awaited for trial. He was 29 and she was 25. So, like I said, she was found on the 26th of January of 2020. She went missing on October 2019. Oh, yeah, she's a coward. But let's go ahead and get on with the reading and do something serious and not worry about somebody who has no goddamn brain. Like I said, what is it, Tin Man or Lion or whatever it was from the thing all they wanted was a brain. That's what she needs. She needs to go ask the fucking guy behind the green curtain to give her a brain. Follow the yellow brick road, bitch. Anyways, like I said, we're going to be channeling Stephanie Parze. Like I said, she's about 25 years old. She was recently found murdered. Like I said, I always do this. I shut my book, and I don't know why, but here we go. Here she is. Okay, we have Stephanie, like I said, Parze. She's 25 years old. Like I said, I'm just repeating it as I'm doing the cards. She went missing on October 2019. She was found. I said we found her on January 26th of 2020. Her name was Stephanie Parze. She was missing, so she literally just was found. Her name was Stephanie Parze, if I'm pronouncing it correct. I was supposed to do the reading back a little bit back. Oh yeah, the man's a coward. Yeah, totally. He took the easy way out, so he didn't have to deal with it. But he definitely did leave a note saying that he was guilty of the murder. So, like I said, let's see kind of what maybe happened leading up to the murder, like how it happened. Is because I really don't know much about the case besides their names, their age, and when they found her, and that he's dead. I did not find their actual, like, what signs or anything that they are. So I'm gonna do the best that I can to do the reading off of what I know. Like I said, is it kind of like a dry reading? I said I have been channeling it for a bit, but I've been channeling. I don't know their signs. So okay. So we're going to do the weeks leading up to, or the months, however far back she wants to take us. And then we're going to go to the week of and the days of her murder. And then we'll go ahead and see where she is now and how she's feeling now. Because I know they just recently found her, but obviously she's been passed for a little bit. So, yeah, but I don't think, did they say Fotis actually killed himself? Hi, Riley. Because I don't think he did. I don't feel his energy at all. I don't think he's dead. But that's just my opinion, to be honest. I don't feel that Fotis killed himself. He's too goddamn selfish. I mean, look what he did to her. Like, he's really gonna kill himself for it. Like, I mean, maybe he did, but I don't know. I don't think he did. So as far as Stephanie Parze, let's see. She had the weeks, days, and months leading up to her disappearance. She had the Two of Wands. She had to make a decision. Something came up between maybe something in her life and something else, and she was trying to make a decision between the two. So she went ahead and made that decision with the Two of Wands in reverse. Let's see what kind of decision, or whatever decision she made was a Three of Cups in reverse decision. So she was coming out of maybe like a partying type thing, a party type stage. They're saying he's gone, or that he's gonna. Okay, so also the Hermit came out, and the Hermit came out for Stephanie. Like I said, I don't know her birthday, but the weeks or days or months before she went missing, she was in the Hermit mode, which is usually Virgo, which means she was in much introspection. So she was coming out of a stage of maybe overindulgence, partying, maybe something switched in her. She didn't really want to live that kind of lifestyle anymore that she was in, and maybe that was the problem. And maybe, like I said, maybe she found out all this stuff about her boyfriend with the child pornography and stuff when she was like in deep introspection and kind of like, oh my gosh, she's been doing all these horrible things with Three of Cups in reverse. And that's kind of where she got that from. So in the day or the week that she went missing is the Eight of Wands in reverse, which means a really harsh communication came in that week for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but it did. So let's see. We have the clarifying cards for that, but she did get some harsh information the week of. It's too many cards. Just one, please. All right. Okay, so somebody came in on the page, or the Six of Wands, which came in trying to reassure her that everything would be okay, which I'm feeling like it is the boyfriend. Even though all these things, they give off a very yeah, I know I shouldn't have done it, but it'll be fine. Don't worry about it because I said so type of attitude. And like I said, let's see what comes up for the Six of Wands. Yeah, there was still overindulgence, and this is, I think, what led to her death, because I think she tried to trust the person with the Six of Wands, and she gave it a chance, but it ended up leading to her death. I think that's why the Nine of Cups is in reverse, because she it's spilled everywhere. The emotions spilled everywhere. Yeah, she was done with them, and he didn't like it. That's basically what's going on so far. And this is at her death. So we're about to move on to when she passed, and maybe how it happened if she decides to tell us. Like I said, you're coming into the chat room. If you could hit the like button, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for joining us. Like I said, we are doing Stephanie Parze, as I believe I pronounced it. Her body was found about 2 to 3 days ago. So she might have, I don't know, or she might have found it somewhere else. But whenever she passed, the Knight of Wands came in. So that means someone came in with a fiery, immature, fast and quick energy. Well, not immature because it's not a page, but it's like kind of in between a page and a king. So it's like young adulthood, like early 20s, like in and out real quick. You ain't never gonna see him again. Like that's the night. So, but there is somebody on their side that I think I'm thinking, like I said, see, she's already moved on. So I think they helped her move very quickly when she hit the other side to the other side. So I think that's why. Hi, Jeannie. Hi, Paul. I don't know if anybody else came in besides Jeannie. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. Like I said, and then we have the Eight of Cups. So let's see why the Eight of Cups is here for after she passed, because she came out of that cycle, and it looks, you see the Death card and it looks intimidating, but really it's more or less she's just happy to have to feel released, I guess, is the best way that I could put it. So, like I said, and then let me get the clarifying cards out. Like I said, I want to thank y'all for joining us in the chat room. If you're enjoying the chat and the reading so far, if you give it a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. And let's see what else. Let me see. Let me take care of something real quick. I apologize. Okay. So we have the Two of Wands. I'm going to shuffle these cards a little bit so I can put the energy into them. They are pre-shuffled, but I will shuffle them again as you're coming to the chat room. If you give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. If not, then I don't know if you're here for someone else, but you can politely leave if you're watching for somebody else and not because you're interested. Just because of what's been going on the last few days. I said I'm done playing nice. So, we got the Two of Wands in reverse for the days, weeks, and months up to whenever she went missing. So let's see why. Two of Wands in reverse. So she did make a decision. Because she was ready to start a new cycle. It was starting slow. She didn't plan to rush it, but she was going to restart it. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Miss Texas. With the Three of Cups, like I said, in reverse, she was trying to come out of that. She was, like I said, with the World in reverse, she also was trying to come out of that. And but for some reason, she couldn't find that. She was getting the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, which means she was getting the unhappy home. So that could be something that was causing great problems for her. Because the boyfriend was a basically pedophile, and I don't think she knew it. So I think once she found out, it became a big problem. And that's just how I'm picking it up. I don't think she really had any clue that he had this whole second life or, whole other lifestyle, hobby type of thing, whatever. So I think that's when she went into the hermit mode with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, it's like, so once she went into the hermit mode, she took her blindfold off. She's you see the swords here, which represent thought. So after she went into deep introspection with the Virgo card, she released those thoughts, and she did it to the point where, like I said, I think the fast communication came from her. I think she came in, told him, I know, and I don't want to be with you. And then I think he found a way to bring her out of the cold with the Five of Pentacles, because underneath it is the Six of Wands. So I think he basically lied to her, to keep her there. He made it sound like, oh, it's not what you think, or some bullshit like that. Like people always try to make it sound, oh, well, it's not what you think I was trying to do. Yeah, Helen, it was what you were trying to do. So let's see, with the Six of Wands, and this was his card. He was trying to present to her that they could have an independent lifestyle and that everything was okay. Everything would be okay, and just to hold on a little bit tighter, that their money's a little bit tight, but they're getting more independent as things go along. So, like I said, if you're coming to the chat room, if you could like the live, I would greatly appreciate it. If you could subscribe to the channel over here by hitting the notification bell or the subscription bar. So, hey, Carissa, how are you? I am doing Stephanie Parze right now. They found her body about 3 days ago, so it wasn't me. All right, can you give me a card for the Nine of Cups, please, Stephanie? Yeah. So strength, whenever the Nine of Cups was flipped over and the emotions were dumped out, she felt like she kind of like, she tried to use her strength, but her strength wasn't enough. It's almost like they overpowered her. Like I said, as if you're coming into the chat room, if you are here and enjoying the chat, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, because it shows 18 people in the room. So, like I said, if you're here to for the Stephanie Parze reading and you're enjoying it so far, please give it a thumbs up. Like I said, the Knight of Wands. So we have the Knight of Wands coming up next. And then you have the Empress. So I think whenever she passed, I think because she was young, I think she had a hard time with that. And so I think when the Knight of Wands came in, basically the Knight of Wands let her know that, hi, Ruby. Sorry if I'm yelling. But the Knight of Wands brought in the Empress energy for her. So it let her know that she was still youthful. She was still beautiful. Everything was still just because he murdered her doesn't mean that she couldn't still have the beauty and the life and all that stuff that she wanted. So with the Eight of Cups here, like I said, in reverse, you have the Sun coming out in reverse for her afterlife. And I think the reason she has it in reverse is because she's starting to understand that she can have a new start. After, she's young enough to where she can reincarnate and have a new start if she chooses to do so. So now let's see why the Death in reverse is here for her. I think she felt very battered and beaten up with the Knight of Wands whenever the Death card came in. But I don't think she hung in that energy very long. I do want to see kind of maybe how she possibly died. An immature energy came in and talking like him. Like I said, he used his words. And he used the fact of things of the past, like with the Six of Cups. Like he would be like, oh, remember when we had this great time and it was so whatever. And yeah, that's basically what he was doing. I'm sorry, did I miss something, Carissa? Oh, okay. Yeah, I just finished looking it up about a couple days ago, and it's only because I remember the name. But let me see. I said he came in, yeah, and it would always make her feel anxious and depressed, and like she couldn't leave him. So that's why he would do that, and he knew it. So yeah, that's basically why she didn't leave when she was trying to get her shit together, because he would make her feel bad for it. He'd try to bring up all the great times that they had when they were using or when they were doing certain things. And I think if that's, or maybe not using, maybe something else that they did, maybe some type of other activity. But usually it's kind of something like that. So that's the energy I'm kind of getting for her. I'm getting that, like I said, he was obviously nuts, and she, I don't think she knew it right away. I don't think she knew anything about the child pornography. I think once she figured it out, she kind of confronted him about it. He snapped. He didn't want her to say anything. But, they ended up catching him on it anyways, so, I mean, everything in the dark comes to light. That's all I got to say. So, that would be the Stephanie Parze, I think is how I pronounced it. I don't remember now. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Or Parze. I'm sorry, Stephanie Parze case. So, oh yeah. Lots. Lots. That's basically why so many, yeah. Shane being one of them. So you're feeling better though, Martha? Yeah, she was young, and that's what I think bothered her the most, and that was the biggest transition for her. She was young, and that really bothered her. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I think, you know, that's what bothered her the most. That's why I said the Knight of Wands brought in the Empress card to show her it's okay. You still have your youngness, you still have your fertility. You can still go back and you can still do this whole thing all over again if you choose to do so. Good. I'm glad, Martha. Like I said, I know I kind of saw it go quick through there. They were saying that you hadn't been feeling too good. Like I said, I was going to email you, but I'm glad you're feeling better. So, do y'all have any questions about the reading, or did y'all want to maybe just chat about a different reading? Like I did the Alexander Holden last night. I did this hot one. I was gonna do one tonight, but like I literally got the layout print for it, like the time frame of it, and it's like no bullshit. Like I would have to like empty a wall and like make a chart to make sense out of all this. Like I got to figure out who all these people are and who all these dead people are. Like there's like a handful of dead people involved just on one person's side of the case. So it's like I'm in deep on that one. So I mean, if y'all haven't seen the orbs flying in the past, you're definitely going to be seeing flying now. So Doulos, I think he's alive. I don't think he ever killed himself. I think he pretended he killed himself, and I think he took off somewhere. I think he's too selfish to kill himself, basically. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. So, anyways, what was I just talking about? Oh yeah. I don't think he's dead. And the reason I say I know that sounds like so conspiracy theory and just out there, but the reason I'm saying that is he had the money to. He has the transportation, he has the connections, he has the I mean, and bracelets on your ankles are so freaking easy to take off. Like I've known people like just around town who can get them off and like go out for the day and then get back home and put that shit back on. And I'm not saying me, but I'm just saying like I've never ever even I think I got like a speeding ticket once in a school zone whenever the school zone was out. Like I think the lights were broken and it got dismissed. But yeah, I don't think he's dead. I don't feel any death from that side. I don't feel any energy. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're shipping him somewhere or they're sending him somewhere. Oh, I don't even see that name, Miss Texas. Remember what happened last time we used that name? It was a horrible. I need a new computer. Yeah, I agree, Lady D. He's not here no more. They're not going to find him. He's gone. I don't even know what I understand he had money, but like you really are going to think this guy who has all these connections ain't a flight risk? Of course he is. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, Jay. How are you, sweetheart? Yeah, no more new computers. Was like in the movie No More Wire Hangers. No more new computers. I'm sorry. I'm like Miss Texas. I like quoting movies. I don't know where it comes from. Mommy Dearest, yeah. I love that movie. I didn't watch it, but I guarantee you, I don't think he's dead. I think he's gone to another country and he's gone and they'll never see him again. That's what I think. And if you do, it's gonna be like some random ass like someone spotted him or some shit like that and like hated on him and told. Like that's what I think's gonna happen. So let's see. Sorry, y'all see, I'm actually not even tired. I don't know why I'm even yawning. Yeah, I need to watch the footage now too because I didn't know there was footage of that actually. He has a plastic surgery. Where's the plastic surgery appointment at? I don't know, so he's a coward. Cowards don't kill themselves. And I'm not saying a cat like it takes a non-coward to kill themselves, but I'm saying he's too coward to kill himself. Like he loves himself too much, is my point. Andrew. I'll be right back. I don't know if it sounds like water is running in the bathroom, but I don't think there's anybody in the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry, guys. Both my kids were doing their own thing, so I had to get them back into bedtime. So, who did I miss? Come in. Hi, Ren. Is it Ren? That's a pretty name. No, you didn't show up late. I just went to go. I did the tarot reading for Stephanie Parze already, but it like when the video, like actually, you can go back and watch it now, and then once you're done, you can catch up with us, or you can wait till it uploads and then you can watch the whole like the beginning after this. But I just had to go check on my kids real quick. That's the only thing. So I'm just trying to catch up with the comments real quick and see what I missed. I think I did hear that, Martha, about the woman in Arizona. What are you talking about? Throw 5 unexpected balls in it for a diversion, Miss Texas. I think Red's asleep. I know she went home yesterday to go. She was on her way home from work when we were in the chat, and I know whether she's at work again and we'll see her later, or I think she's probably asleep. I'm not really sure. I know I'm way like up behind in the conversation, so I apologize. I'm just saying it as I come in. Smash Miss Texas. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry, I had to. Hi, Julia. Are you new here, Rin? All right. I mean, have you like been in the chats before? I mean, it's a rare, pretty name. I haven't heard it before, so I was just curious. So I can do other channelings. I don't really have anybody picked out. I do want to do the one with the cult ones that are supposed to be coming out tomorrow. They have to produce the children, but the problem is I finally. No, you're not that late. I mean, I just finished reading. I took a break to put my kids in bed because they both kind of snuck their ways out. All right, Krista, we'll talk to you in a bit. Love you. And I'm going to be messaging you too. I want you to see something. So check your messenger like before, like after our, I don't know, I guess in the morning. It'll be there by the morning for sure. Oh, I thought you needed to go, Carissa. I'm sorry. Yeah, totally good vibes your way. Okay, well, good. I'm glad you're here. Your picture looks very pretty. Look very, very young and pretty. Yeah, we'll send you all the good vibes you need, Krista. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I will take care of it. I can handle it. I can handle it. She's not gonna rock me. I said, you're talking about stalking, but chick, you just went to my personal email. Like you just even more proved what a more bully you are. Like I said, and actually, you want to talk about showing screenshots? I can show that because you personally emailed me and like talked to me like a child, like I was 3 years old, and tried to school me about YouTube and how it works and like how she doesn't give a crap about me. That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. All her smoles that are in here, that's the way she truly is. I don't even know. Yeah. And I lose like another person. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just being honest. Like I said, I'm not going to keep touching all on it. All I'm saying is that just, I want, to make a point. She does the same thing. So now she's not getting her way on the internet. She's emailing me a bunch of junk talking crap to me. So what did 9 inches say? I'm just curious. No, I know you're not leaving. Like I said, I read it so quick sometimes and stuff goes through quick. I want to know what 9 inches said. I mean, not that I should want to know, but I can't help it. Oh, it's not call. She's emailing me, so it's already recorded. Like I said, she started it. She emailed me first, calling me names. So like and cursing at me and like belittling me. So I did it right back. So that's what I'm saying. Like that just proves how immature you truly are. You didn't get your way. So now instead of like you not being able to bash me on the internet and get to me, you literally emailed me and tried to school me like a little kid just now. Like I said, and I should read the messages for what they said, because then it will show the whole internet what a piece of trash you are. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be the bigger person right now because my guides are telling me to. I'm going to release it when it's time to release it. And I'm going to release it. And when I release it, it's going to, like I said, my Leo and Earth is going to, like, you're going to feel it. That's all I'm going to say. Keep playing with me, girl. Back off and leave me alone. Like, just like you said, you don't care about me. You keep saying I'm nobody. Good luck with my 400 subscribers. I'm sorry I don't blow off to get subscribers, or pay off to get subscribers. Like I said, I'm not in it for the subscribers or the money like you. And like I said, I don't care where you sleep. You could sleep in a box for all I care. Like I said, but don't email me in my personal email and challenge me again. That's what I'm saying. You keep claiming you're some victim, but you're not the victim. I have the first email coming from you bad mouthing the hell out of me. That's what I'm saying. You are completely psychotic. That's what I'm saying. I don't see what, like I said, I know I shouldn't touch on it again, but like I said, this is just ridiculous. Like I said, I've never ever, like I said, to be emailing me now. So, what do you say about Allison, Julia? I know. I just want to make it known to anybody who's mulling in here for her. I literally have an email she just sent me first. And it's like bad mouthing me and calling me names and cursing at me and schooling me about YouTube and like belittling me. So this is the person you're following. Like, who does that to somebody? It's like someone being like new at school and like they're like intimidated by them. So they use their friends to like try to like scare them out of school or something. Like, I'm not going anywhere, sweetheart. Like, you can be as mean to me as you want, but I'm not leaving because of you. So, yeah, she wants drama. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's loving that I'm even like I said, but I'm saying it because I just want to prove to you. Again, I've blocked her. I've told her to leave me alone. I've told her I'm a reporter, and that ain't enough. So now she's emailing me. That's what I'm saying. It's like, are you kidding? Like, you have completely just lost it, lady. That's what I'm saying. Like, she needs to be checked into a mental institution, no joke, and see what's going on up there. Because, like, I've never seen somebody go, like, that far around to try to get to somebody. Like she's talking about she was sent the screenshots and it wasn't her people in the room. It's funny. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure that many people in the room took screenshots of every single conversation that was made and then trying to say it had nothing to do with me. It had everything to do with Carissa. Bullshit. And then that she didn't say anything about me. She mentioned my channel. Her moderators mentioned my channel. And even if she was talking about Carissa, no. No, like it's not going to happen because there's no reason for her to be talking about Carissa. Like I said, she has two people that are completely biased there. So it's like, it's not even fair. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I just feel like. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, I just want people to know, like, not only have I've blocked this chick, she's gone far enough to go through my personal email and email me to try to belittle me. So that's what I'm saying. That's the kind of person she is. That's what I'm saying. That's pathetic is all I'm saying. Like, I would never sit there and gone out of my way and emailed her until, like I said, yeah, I did invite her to email me, but to talk to me that way right off the bat, like, like, that's not how you start an email. Like you own YouTube. Like, she acts like she owns YouTube. So that's what bothers me. But 9-inch worm. Oh, 9 inches. The person that was here. That's what I'm wondering, Kelly. Doesn't anybody have anything else better to do? I guess not. But let's see what else we're cases we have coming up. Like I said, I want to do the cult one, but there's so much involved in it, so I'm gonna have to look at it a little bit more. I did the Stephanie one tonight, so I know I still want to look into the one where the guy shot everybody, like similar to the Tot in the Watts case. I do want to look at that. I just need to get their names and their birthdays. From what I remember, I don't think they were married. Do you remember Miss Texas? Because I feel like they had different last names or something. And then it said something about it. Where's Paula? What did I miss? Yeah, I could see that, Chris. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. So, hi, what big eyes? How are you? Where did I put anything? There's Sorry, that's like probably super loud and annoying. Just like that. Nothing really. Nothing that's important. Just some stalker that went through my email now to get a hold of me because I won't acknowledge them other than through the internet, and they're too scared to come onto a page and speak for themselves on a page where they're not going to get kicked off of because my moderators already know they've been invited. So instead, they go through my email to try to bully me and tell me how I'm a newbie and try to school me like I'm 5 years old. So I have that all screenshotted. So it's cool. Like I said, I've already spammed the person and sent them to spam. I talk back to them just like she talked to me, and I'm not going to sit there and listen to someone who has 8.9 subscriber, 1,000 subscribers say, well, good luck with your 400. It's like, yeah, I mean, and I might not be at 1,000, but I'm actually at a little bit over 400. So you might want to go back into school and learn math. So Dateline, yes. How is that? How is that, Carissa? Oh, did Chris have to go? Yeah, exactly, Kelly. I don't know. They were saying something about an interview, I thought, about Heidi. Like, nothing bad, but like, I'm trying to think of who sent it to me. Oh, well, it's Jay for Justice is doing an interview. I guess. I'm not really sure. Or maybe she just posted that there's going to be an interview on Dateline. But Melissa B and Chris T are going to be on it, I guess. So they didn't have to do it alone. I guess that's what it was. I'm not sure. I don't know much more than that. All I can see is it was posted on J for Justice channel, and I think that those are her like at least some of the moderators on her channel. So I think it was to support the people on her channel. So and back you up, Carissa. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just literally got to sit in a picture of it. That was it. Like a picture of the the screenshot, and that was pretty much all I saw. Oh, they're gonna replay the live interview. We've actually done Allison a few times, Julia. We've had a problem being able to pretty much locate her, to be honest. She has a hard time telling us where she is. I think I even did a private one recently on Allison Watterson. I know I've done a few lives and I've done a private. So, oh no, you're fine. I'm just saying, I think I just did it like this week or something. Like it wasn't that long ago. I usually do a video and then I'll do a live so that we can kind of talk about the video after. And then, if anybody else has any type of questions after, we can answer those. So, or any other cases that they want to look into. I can write it down and look into it for you, fog darts, because I've never heard of it. So I want to be able to look at the picture of the person. Because I'm one of those people where I gotta like look at a picture or an item of theirs for me to be able to like kind of tune into their energy a little more. Less the item, more a picture. I really need a picture. So let's see. You said Christian or Christina. Christian, right? Yeah. And where did this happen at? Darts. Hi, Judy. I think I got back to you about the necklace. If not, like I said, I have the link for you. So, I mean, it's basically on Amazon. I'll give you the name of it. Oh, okay. But was it like... Okay. All right. That's fine. I said I will do it. I'm not gonna say I can't do it tonight, but to be able to like channel into them, it kind of takes a while sometimes. People don't always like just automatically come to you. You kind of have to, like I said, that's why I kind of like to look at their pictures, because I feel like it kind of draws them to me. So that's why I prefer to do that. Okay. Guess I'll look into it. Let's see. And how long ago did it happen? Darts, like, was it years and years and years ago? Because you said reopened. So I'm just curious, like, was it recently closed or was this years and years and years ago? Because I've never heard of it. So, I mean, I am going to look it up, but I'm just curious if it was a long time ago. 2014. Okay. So, yeah, pretty much a while back. Okay. All right. So I'll look into that for you. So, let's see. What else? We're going about an hour. Would y'all like to continue on with the live like after this hour? Well, like I said, we're going on an hour now, so I'm just curious if y'all wanted to end it or keep going. And so I could probably do another reading, but I said y'all can kind of throw some names at me and I'll see who comes at me the easiest. But Andrew, stop it. What are you doing? Like jumping on the bed in there, like we all crazy. Shh, your brother's sleeping. Hold on one second. Can you go see it, Jessica? Not if you're keeping. I'm gonna look it up, Kelly. Like I said, I just can't. I don't want to tap into him tonight because I want to be able to see his picture and stuff. I don't know about the bonfire. I haven't heard anything about that yet. And to be completely honest, like I said, from not feeling too well, I kind of have to be able to look at stuff lately because I had a few days where I wasn't able to do much. So I do have the Christian or whatever case down. Hold on one second. November 4th. Young. Okay. So, I guess we'll take a short break. Y'all want to do that? And then we'll come back and see if we want to channel somebody else. And then, I say, because we usually, I mean, we can go past the hour. It's up to y'all. Hey, I feel like I like write into the chat box for y'all to pay attention. Like, you know what? I'm gonna write in the chat box. I'm teasing. But I was gonna say if y'all want to go ahead and end the stream, we can, or we can just take like a short few minute break. Like I said, because my oldest is still kind of playing around. It's about 9:20, so I want to make sure I get him in bed with the TV off and situated. Like I said, he is autistic, so I want to make sure he's go like situated. Like I said, so I'm gonna see what he needs help with. And like I said, I'll be back in a few minutes. And if y'all want to try to think of maybe somebody else to channel that's kind of a familiar case that I would probably like most people know of. It's kind of hard for me to do dry runs on cases I don't really know anything about. It has to be somebody that I can look up or see a picture of or something like that. So that's something that we can do. Yeah, so let's take a break. Like I said, I am going to take, let's say, about a 4 minute, well, not four because that sounds so long. How about we say 2 to 4 minute break? Does that sound good to everybody? Virtual hands? Break, 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 break. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to pause you because I'm not, but I'm going to go ahead and mute it. And what time is it? 9:25. We'll reconvene about 9:27 and we'll be back. Oh, I didn't think you did, Darts. I just saw your comment before I walked away, before I was getting ready to walk away. I didn't think you did. So, yes, but breaks, and we will be right back. Okay, sorry. I should have just said 5-minute break because it added up to 5 minutes. But I did my best. Sorry. So let's see. What y'all say while I was gone? Or does anyone just like want to do one big full sentence and fill me in? I wish y'all could talk so I could. Like, it's so hard to read everybody's stuff. And I'm so sad. Like when I stare at the computer, it's almost like when you wear mascara. You're like, you know what I mean? Like it's the same thing with the messages. It's like, I don't know. It's creepy. I'm sorry. I love when everybody says potties. The elevator music? I know, I need to. That's what I'm gonna do whenever I'm gonna put my I could leave the computer on and put like elevator music on. Oh, thank you, Paula. I appreciate that. I've been working with tarot cards, Ren, for about almost 4 years. So I have hey baby mama, are you just joining us? I thought you were with us before. And yeah, like Miss Texas says, we all do all kinds of different stuff, and it's not just the cards. We do crystals, we do protection spells, we do all kinds of stuff. Like, and not that like it's like witchy like spells. They're spells to ward off evil from your home and make sure that you and your family are safe. And like I said, and all the spells are done with good intentions. A quick nap. Girl, all I do is nap during the afternoon. You know that. That's why I miss half your messages, because I'm asleep when you message me during the day before you get the kids. It's like my nap time is your like free time. Oh, that's fine. I always fall asleep putting my kids to sleep. You'll be on 6th Street with us in Austin. It'll be fun, right? Heidi would have liked that, right, Carissa? She said she liked music. Does she like 6th Street? I mean, who doesn't? 6th Street's great. Yeah, I don't know much about him, so I think I wrote it down. I'm not sure though about that. So would y'all like to kind of like go into next? Did y'all want to discuss any type of crystals or anything else other than tarot cards? Or is anybody interested in learning what tarot cards mean? Like what they stand for? I can pull out a few cards and explain them to you. Like the Lovers, some of the main cards, like Major Arcana, I can explain those to you. I can pull out 3 of the main ones and explain what they mean. Okay, let's do that. Just for now, to kill time until we find out something else to do. Let me find some Major Arcanas for you. Well, it won't be so much major. It's going to be like, I guess it'd be more considered more minor. Honestly, I'm not great with all that stuff, but let me see 1 second. It's right here, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do major. So the Lovers we can do. Do you want to do the Lovers as a major? I think that'd be cool. We can do the Lovers, Justice. I think the Moon is one. Or Death. I think we should do the Tower. Lovers, Tower, and what was the other one I said? Justice. Lovers, Tower, and Justice. Judgment. You want to see the Judgment? Hold on. Y'all don't type too fast so I can see when I look up. Lovers. Chariot. Judgment. Tower. I'm just picking out ones I think y'all might be interested in. I'm almost done. All right, I'm gonna tell you straight up, they're gonna be out of order. So, because I don't feel like putting them in order. But I'll tell you what they mean as we go through them. You want to sleep, Krista? All right, Krista. Well, good night. I hope you feel better. I think I took the High Priestess out. Let's see. Hold on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay, I think I already took the High Priestess out, unless I lost the High Priestess. She's mischievous. So, let's start. Miss Texas. You know, you and your damn food. So unfair. I swear. It's not fair because you know I have nobody here so that I can go get food.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, baby.
Can't this do?
So, whenever y'all are ready, let me know. I picked out a few cards that I would... Actually, I said Major Arcana, but there's some that I just think would be interesting to look at picture-wise. Oh, you bad High Priestess. You're being in the dark side. She's the dark side right now, y'all. Where is my High Priestess card? Damn it. I can pull it from the other deck, but that's not the one I want. Mm-hmm. While I'm in this deck, this is an interesting one too to share with y'all. I don't think I did. There's some other things. I guess that's good because there's other things in these decks that I notice. That sounds good, Paula. There it is. All right. So whenever y'all are ready, I guess we can start. No more. Oh shit. No wonder why no one's fucking answering me. It's muted. Thank you. Damn it, Julia. I was like, well, whenever y'all are ready, because this text is talking about going eating somewhere, and I was like, what the fuck, Miss Texas? I ain't talking about going to eat somewhere again. It's not fair. You know, I don't have anyone to stay here so that I can go get food. And finally, someone was like, what is going on? I'm sorry. I thought I unmuted it. I forgot my son came out here and we were talking. My bad. I have all these cards picked out. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, whenever y'all are ready. I apologize. So, I did pick out a couple cards, and I picked out a card. First, the one I did is the Gilded Tarot, because obviously it's my favorite. So, yeah, Miss Texas going to get food, of course, like she always does. So we have the Three of Swords. The reason I picked this card for y'all to show is because, again, this is why I want to show you how people can put negativity into a card and bad. I'm not going to put negativity in the card, but I want to show you how it can be done, or in a way of like just a negative person in general. So on the Three of Swords, when you have it like this, obviously there is heartbreak and things like that. When it's coming out, you know, it's usually coming out of a heartbreak. It's mean that you're finally coming like past that heartbreak. Like a lot of readers like to make it seem like, oh, well, you know, the Three of Swords is in reverse, so that means there's some type of major thing going on behind your back. That doesn't always have to mean. That's not always what it has to mean. It can mean that you're coming over, getting through something, and moving on to the next stage. So I just want to make that clear. Three of Swords up straight is still a little bit of heartbreak. Three of Swords reversed, you're coming out of heartbreak, but, you know, you're stronger than what you were when you went into it. The Empress. The Empress is important because she represents Taurus. That's an earth sign. So it should be earth signs are Taurus, Virgos, and Capricorns. And the reason why the Empress is important because she also represents fertility. She represents all the zodiac and all that. That's why there's a full circle in her hand, it looks like a hula hoop. And you see her waist. She is very curvy. She's very fertile. So whenever you want to start new projects, new plans, new things like that, a lot of the times, or even have a baby or try to have a baby, this card will show up for you. Right. So That is what the Empress card stands for. It is an Earth card. So, like Katie said, both of us are Earth signs. So we have the Judgment card. This is the one that Miss Texas wanted us to bring up. So this is the Gilded Tarot. Once again, this is the Judgment card. It's going to be a little bit different from the Judgment card I'm going to show you next. This one shows you where it is a calling. They are basically blowing a horn for you to answer that calling. So when you do that, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to answer the calling. When it's in reverse, it's because you're not answering the calling. So the universe will go ahead and answer it for you. And sometimes it's not going to always be the answer that you want. Now, the Tower is always looked at as, a lot of times looked at as a bad thing, but it does not always have to be looked at as a bad thing. The Tower sometimes basically shakes the foundation and makes a new one. So if something isn't right and it really just needs to be restarted, the Tower can come in. So when it's reversed, that means that you avoided something. That means that something passed and that it didn't happen. Just say, for example, someone that was going to cheat, but they decided not to. That would be a good reason for the Tower to come out in reverse. So that could be the reason for the Tower. Now, again, the Death card does not have to be scary. Again, it sounds scary, but it is not scary. It is just basically saying that a cycle, like a life cycle, has ended. It's kind of like the what is it? The World card. Like you have a life cycle of whatever's going on in that moment. With the World card, it starts and then it ends. Well, with the Death card, it's the same thing. Whatever started with that person or thing, it starts and then it ends. A lot of times, it's a good thing for, depending on what it is, for it to end, which would be, and then if it's in reverse, that means you're not coming out of it. So it means kind of like maybe you need to reevaluate what's going on around you, or I would say if you don't come out of it, the universe is bringing you out of it. So next is the Moon card. The Moon card is a water card. It represents Pisces, Cancers, and Scorpios, but it represents Cancer more than anything. It also represents Mother of the Zodiac, because Cancer is the mother of the Zodiac. In the cards, you can see crabs. Some people say they see a scorpion. It depends on the deck. But again, there's two, it looks like wolves here, and they are barking at the moon. So usually that is like, a full moon type of weird barking thing. So exactly, it's like a rebirth type of situation. With the Death card, but with the Moon card, a bunch of secrets are being released or being held. Things that should be told and need to come to light will. So when it becomes reversed, that's when all the secrets come out and they come to light, because that's what the Moon in reverse stands for. Like I said, when you look at it this way, like it's basically illuminating everything when it's reversed. So that's why you see it that way. Excuse me. Next is the Justice card. This can represent Libra or any other air sign. Also, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. It represents justice. When it's upright, that means justice has been done. When it is in reverse, that means justice has not been done, or someone feels justice has not been done. I'm sorry, I had a cough. I want to take a drink of something, but that is basically what the Justice card means. So again, it's kind of basic. Basically, it has a lot to do with legal systems, courts, laws. If you have legal problems, anything like that, anything where you're going to be inside of the legal system and you're not going to follow, and it's not going right, or you're not following it, the Justice card can show up. So next will be the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords looks scary, but again, it's a choice you make of your own. The Two of Swords is in your mind. So that's why she's blindfolded. All she has to do is take this blindfold off. She can make a decision, but she's not making the decision. With it in reverse, she's gone ahead and made the decision. That's why it looks like you don't see the blindfold so much. It's not as shiny as it was when she's upright, right? See it? See how shiny and bright it is upright? Look how it is turned around. You barely see it at all. You would have to almost like really, really tilt it. You don't see it. So again, the person goes ahead and takes the blindfold off, and it gives you, they make their decision. Look at the comments real quick. Throat chakras. Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, I do private readings. This is in my about section. Miss Texas, thank you for answering for that question. And next I have up is the Fool card. The reason I picked the Fool card is because the Fool card, again, is looked at as a very arrogant and stupid card, but it doesn't always have to be. Yeah, Ren, we can do that. But like I said, the Fool card can sometimes just be taking a new chance, taking a new leap, taking a basically taking a chance, taking a leap of faith. Sometimes, but it can, when it's in reverse, the leap of faith you're taking is most of the time you can see it changes. Like here, it looks fun. It looks like whatever. But when you reverse it, it's not so fun. It's not so great. You know, it's kind of like it's almost like being at a circus. You know, it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like making impulsive decisions, not doing what you should do. That's a fire energy, which would be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So that's usually what goes with that card, but it stands for Aries. So next is the Lovers card. The Lovers card represents, obviously, the lovers. You have the lovers here. They're looking at each other. They're absolutely in love. Everything's beautiful. Everything's great. Now, it's shy. Like, again, it's shiny and bright, and they have a great future together. Now, when you have it in reverse, it turns a little bit different. You see the water, it goes a bit hazy, and then it goes dark down here. So the reason for that, I think, is because of the way that the situation between them has been reversed. So again, with the lovers in reverse, it means, a lot of times to me, it means one person is falling out of love. No, this is the Gilded Tarot. I don't know if that's what you're asking or not, Julia. Is the what I'm showing right now is Miss Texas actually knows the last name better than what I do, but it's the Gilded Tarot. But this is the Chariot. So the Chariot next stands for it again is a Cancer card. So it stands for moving forward. And you can see right here, and they're serious about moving forward. It's cement bricks. They're moving on a, throne forward. So not only are they moving forward, they're doing it in a very fancy way. So they have no qualms about who doesn't like it. They don't really care. And when you flip it this way, they are not moving anywhere. The chair is upside down. They're stuck. So that means they usually, for the most part, can't make a decision, or that means they just don't want to make the decision. Let's see. So next is the Hanged Man. The reason I chose the Hanged Man is because when it's like this, that means that the person likes to be out of not conform to society. So that's usually where people kind of get confused with the Hangman. It's like the Hangman, it stands for Pisces. Pisces is, for the zodiac sign, they kind of act like they're the ones that like supposedly possess all the signs. So they're the most chameleon-like. They're the most changeable-like. They're the most ones who are easy to fit into any group they're in. So it's like they kind of just seem to be the ones who have multiple personalities, to be honest. Not to be rude, but that's kind of how they're known. But when you flip it around, it's known as conforming to society. So that is going to be the difference with the Pisces card. And again, here is the Magician. So the Magician card represents all of the signs, really, pretty much. But it also represents Mercury, which is Gemini and Virgo. So, well, I guess it doesn't have to be, I don't know. Anyways, it represents Mercury. But Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo. So again, you have the Pentacles, the Sword, the Wand, and the Cup. Now, with all of those things, you have all elements on the table in front of you. So they're at your disposal. So you can do whatever you want with them with the card upright, as long as it is done in the proper way. When you do it in reverse, that means you are doing these things for the wrong reasons, and it will come back to bite you in the butt, because basically that's not how, that's, again, you're going against someone's free will when you're wishing bad upon them. So the Ace of Pentacles is next. And the reason I brought this card out is because, again, People, I want people to know with this is an earth sign. So, so the Ace of Pentacles is a earth sign. That again is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And the reason why that is here is because it is an offer, is an earthly offer. So it's an offer in the earthly realm. Usually it can be it's called Pentacles, but it stands for money, material things, family things, anything that you would possess inside of the earthly realm when you pass that you'll leave behind. When it's in reverse, most of the time it's a bogus offer. It has nothing to do, like I said, it's a ripoff, it's a con, it's a con artist thing to do. It's basically taking advantage of somebody just because you can. Which brings me to the next card, Seven of Swords. The reason I picked Seven of Swords to show y'all is because this is the thief, lying, stealing, cheating card. And I think we all know who's doing a lot of that lately. So, yeah, I wanted to bring this card out because I wanted to show you what it looks like. They are so greedy. There's 2 swords left behind and their hands are completely full, and they still want to take the swords that are left behind. So they're such a greedy person that they can't take it. And this basically means the truth just came out. It doesn't mean they feel sorry for it. It just means that someone caught them doing it. So they're basically just a shit person. And you're welcome for describing them to you. Now, with the Strength card is good because, again, that's showing that you are coming into power. When you're in the Strength, this is a Leo card. So this is Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo, Sagittarius. What's the last one? Aries. So when you're in this card, it stands for Leo more than anything, but that is the element, which would be fire. So with the Strength card, you are able to be able to come into your own strength, find it in your own way, and you have a lion here to help protect you. And actually, you're the lions following. They're side by side in this picture, but in another picture, the woman literally has her hand inside the lion's mouth, and they both trust each other. So that's the purpose of that card. Now, the last card I have for you is the Devil card. The reason I'm showing you the Devil card, because, again, it doesn't have to be a scary card, again. So when the Devil's upright, it does mean that there can be something going on that should not be going on. Exactly. But when it's reversed, that means that someone has decided to come out of that cycle and to let it go. So they're going to possibly do that, or the universe did it for them because they wouldn't do it themselves, which means they could end up numerous things happening to them. And this is the other card, but we already touched on 2 of them. Well, one of them, which was the Judgment, and this is the other Judgment card I was talking about. Now you can see in this one, this is the Rider-Waite deck. Now you can see the Judgment as these people have risen from their tombs to answer to the judgment call, which was on the other one, except all you saw was the angel with the horn. Now you see the people risen from the tomb. So that is the difference in the card for that deck. Now, next is the High Priestess card in the Rider-Waite deck, because I couldn't find it in my Marchetti deck, or whatever it's called, Marchetti. But it basically means dark and light. Sided. She is good and she is bad. She represents the moon, and she has all these fruits behind her to show her abundance and her fertility. So the reason that she has these here is because it's basically like the Hierophant, but it's I think it's the Hierophant. Let me think real quick. I'm pretty sure it's the Hierophant. It's basically like the Hierophant, but she's been back and forth from the dark side to the light side. She knows both, and the other person hasn't. So when you reverse it, that means it's those secrets are coming out. Those good and bad secrets can be released. So but you have to watch this energy, because if you stay in it too long, you will become reversed, and that's when people get into like dark magic and crap like that. So with the 3 of Pentacles, the reason I picked this card out of Rider-Waite, because whenever there's a third party going on, most of the time this is the card I get. When it's reversed, at least, that's what I get. I mean, for cheating. When it's together, that means 3 people are working. When it's upright, that means 3 people are working together. When it's reversed, that means 3 people are working against each other. So that's what I got with that. That's why I wanted to show you all that card. And then next with the Two of Cups again, and the Rider-Waite is very important. And I'm going to show you close up why it's important is because if you watch the hand, the guy is reaching over into the woman's cup for more. So the reason why that's important to me is because everybody's always like, oh, the Two of Cups, that means, falling in love. That's true. But it also means watch your cup because somebody's always going to try to take a little bit more than what you have. And the last one I want to show you is the Seven of Cups. And the reason the Seven of Cups is here is because it has very, very, very many different options to choose from. Like I said, you can see the dragon here, the reef here, the crystals here. This is another form of, I think, some type of crystal, maybe just some spirit in general, a ghost, and I want to say this is a snake. So this is basically like I would say if you were to come into money and everybody's just like offering you everything in the world and you just think, oh, okay, that's cool, but I'll get this and then everything that glitters is gold card. That's what this is. And sex, drugs, and rock and roll. When you flip it around, that means that you're coming out of that energy and that you're not so pulled by it anymore. So that is what's going to be with those two decks. And like I said, again, that is the Rider-Waite and the Gilded Tarot decks that I showed y'all too just now. So, does anybody have questions about it? I know I said we're going on 1 minute and 40, or 1 minute, 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, which is fine with me. I'm just curious if y'all had any questions about it. You're welcome, Martha. Well, I just like the tarot cards because I feel like they help me like confirm what I'm feeling. Basically, if it was a Rider-Waite. It's the original one. It's one of the original ones. It's the most common deck and it's probably the cheapest. You can find it on Amazon actually. And I always suggest, honestly, you can buy used decks from the sites, but I wouldn't suggest to buy used decks because you don't know who had them before and what kind of energy they put into them. Yeah, the Magician in reverse means that someone's manifesting something they should not, like at all. Like it's all bad, Like they have no good intention on what they're doing. Like they have the power to make everything right, but yet they're using the power to make everything wrong. So that's somebody you don't want to be around. The Rider-Waite with the R. Righter, I think. No, Rider. 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 I'm sorry. Rider-Waite. And I'm not sure if it's weight, like, I don't think it's weight, like that kind of weight. I think it's weight. Help me out, Katie. I mean, not Katie, Miss Sex. I think it's WAITE or without the E. I'm not sure. I don't have the box to do it anymore. I've had it for so long, the box got ripped up to pieces. So I wrap it in silk, to be honest. Wait, there you go. It's with the E. Like I said, it's a TE. So it's Rider-Waite. Yeah, pretty much. There you go. Thank you, Miss Texas, and thank you, Julia. Like I said, I just don't have the box anymore. I haven't had it for like 4 years, so I'm not really sure how it was. I can't remember how it was spelt. And then as far as the Gilded Tarot, I have the box somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. So, because I kind of just keep the cards out. How do you learn? That's what I said. I would suggest starting out with the simple deck. Like I said, like the two I suggested tonight. Like I said, I would suggest getting both. And that's just my suggestion if you're interested in truly learning tarot cards. Because those are the only, again, out of all the decks I've owned, those are the ones I gravitate towards the most. There's other decks that have lots of other stuff going on them, like the one that's right here, which is like the Eight of Coins Tattoo Tarot. But again, it's not a good starter deck. Like you kind of have to know what you're looking at already. So with the Rider-Waite, it's a good one to start with because it explains things really well. And it's very, like those pictures are self-explanatory, like justice, and well, like I said, the dark and the light and the judgment call, people coming out of their graves to do what the person says or whatever they've been called to do. So that's what's good about that deck. Actually, no, I learned from YouTube from a girl that used to be on YouTube, actually. Her name on here was Bodhi and Solterra, I believe is how you pronounced it. And then as I kind of started watching a few other readers, and I don't like the negative ones, like I said, because like a lot of people try to make it seem like tarot cards are negative, but it's not negative. Like I said, it's not negative in any way. It's meant for a blueprint for you for like the next few months to let you know what's going to be going on or what went on in the past. It depends on what kind of reading you want. But as far as considering with the Rider-Waite, I guess, or any of the tarot decks that anybody would use, I guess, depending on who you choose to use as your reader. But it's a blueprint. It's just a way to let you know what's going to be going on and what decision is best for you and what you want to do, basically. So, with that being said, for those cards, like I said, I think that, let me see. Yeah, like I said, well, that's a good part. If you're lazy, like I said, you can lay in bed and do it. So, or actually, because you got to read the book anyways, too, to be honest. Because you do kind of have to, like, I had to get again, I'd probably have to look it up and have it for you tomorrow night or the next, like, whenever I do a live again. I had to, I did have a tarot card book first, too, to kind of, like, I had my deck, but I also had a book to kind of, like, explain to me major arcana, minor arcana, all that kind of stuff, so. Thank you, Martha. Hello, Rex. Oh, he said, Mama.